Trump's secret deal with Tinubu's government exposed. What secret deal? Details of Nigeria's military collaboration with the United States have emerged following heightened coordination after former U.S. President Donald Trump redesignated Nigeria as a country of particular concern (CPC) last October. The move came amid allegations of Christian persecutions in Nigeria, which the federal government has consistently denied. Trump later threatened to deploy troops into Nigeria, guns ablazing, to eliminate terrorists targeting Christians, prompting President Bola Tinubu to send a high-level delegation led by National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu to meet U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth. Okay, so where is the secret deal that has been exposed? Because I don't understand. God. Shaw says, isn't it obvious that the 200 Trump military army has been hijacked into silence in Bornu State, and this was the USA military official that was sent to Bornu State, Nigeria, to combat Fulani jihadist terrorists, headsmen of Boko Haram insurgency, and now the army were being deceived by Nigerian army commander not to fight Boko Haram, but they should rather allow the Nigerian military to fight Boko Haram, which they are not willing to fight any Boko Haram, as Gumi instructed their commanders. Butchie says, Phoenix is worse than hellfire. I'm telling you. Kai Chukura says, the writer is an idiot, okay? Trump can never on earth have a secret business with such a corrupt terrorist president of the zoo called Nigeria. Mary Garber says, people can sit and formulate, I'm telling you, and formulate. Hey, Mom says, that's why I used to be happy when Christians are molested and beaten in Israel. You are sick. That means you are very sick. How can you be happy that Christians are molested and beaten in Israel? Can you just imagine what you are saying? Now, wow. Former U.S. president, I'm telling you, say former U.S. president. What do you mean by former U.S. president? Donald Trump is the current president. Why are you saying former U.S. president? GDB says, God punish the writer of this nonsense and his generation for spreading fake news, because Donald Trump is the current president of USA and not the former. Tizuo Nuhu Ibrahim says, make we use our eyes read, not insult of God's property. These media that release such news has to be arrested and banned. No be small thing. Mohammed says Trump is not in a missionary mission in Nigeria, but acquisition of illicit wealth. I beg you, acquisition of illicit wealth. Wealth will not see. And espionage against Sahel nations, but he will eventually fail. Oh, you hear this me. He said, who they post nonsense? Now you expose them. The country says fake news. John Anene says, madness in the guise of journalism. He will with you. Matthew James says, please can the writer of this write-up put me through here? Since Donald Trump is now a U.S. former president, who is now an incumbent president of USA. I think they are still on this channel, I'm telling you. Kenneth Tinubu says, journalism of idiotism. Who is former U.S. president? News writer that doesn't know current affairs, Mumu. Sometimes they just do that thing on purpose, I think. Krista Brown says, idiotic writer. Who is the former U.S. president in this write-up? Mumu. Omar says, Trump and America are the most terrorists in the whole world. Asabo Abdullah says, before the evil terrorists spy 100 Christians, they have spied 100 Muslims. The terrorists don't operate in the south, they operate in the northern Muslim-dominated states of Bornu State, Katsina, Niger, and Zamfara. The Christian genocide side is a lie. The Bible teaches Christians to lie. Sabo, you are sick in the head. The genocide is a lie. So with all the evidences of people being spied, so those ones are pretending to be dead, Abi, because I don't understand. Hey, God have mercy. Samuel says, but the buyers are Muslims and they always shout Allah is great before buying their victims. That's the worry of all culture of people, yes. Because people are buying people and saying Allah Akbar. Buying Christians. Someone just said he's happy that they are beating Christians and buying Christians. And you're saying that, the genocide is a lie. Don't fire your mouth. Ibrahim no says Trump is the father of all terrorists in the world. I beg you. Let's hear a word. He's the father of all terrorists. Ajomi says that means Tinubu lobby them. Caesar says because of the useless leaders we have, countries use our insecurity and terrorism issue as business, not minding lives lost every day. Shabatunde says Nigeria has wicked, betrayal, clueless government. Why should the government deny such dangerous thing? While on daily basis, souls are being bite. What's wrong with Tinubu? I believe he's tried in within the country. He better retire now. No second tenure for him. Oh, please tell him this message. Maureen Eduna says, so what came out of the high-level delegation meeting in the US? Are we not still in the same predicament, if not worse, safe? Let them do a cause and effect analysis and they will have a head start. As for me, I haven't been impressed. Since he says former President Donald Trump, who is this stupid writer? Abaka says America is the reason behind all African insurgents. I beg you, he's the one. How is he the one? I be your leaders. I beg. Trump does not have any deal with Tinubu. In fact, he's going to jail. He's going to jail Tinubu anytime from now. I'm telling you. Once I says the blogger, you are not loose. Where is your focal point on the acclaimed headline? Blogger John says the writer is as fake as the news itself. Everything about the news is nonsense. After James says what is exposed in the secret deal? I want to tell the whole world and stop your half-baked and incomplete reports. Don't mind them. Osita Aduma says reasons why Trump is wasting time to act is what I don't understand. I really don't know. I really don't know. Anthony Obi says typical write-up of Boala, meaningless information. Ijamadu says we expected you to tell us the secret deal, but you didn't tell us. Why writing nonsense and deceiving yourself? That thing is so annoying. Yusito says nothing is revealed on the said deal. Poor journalistic reporting. It's a story told by an idiot. The person is really an idiot. Emmanuel says I will soon delete this Phoenix because of all these unrefined stories. Devu Ishaya says there is no revelation unless state police is working seriously, immediately, effectively. Emmanuel says what's the secret that is revealed here? I wonder. There's no secret anyway. Tinamide says don't ever trust Trump. He's a vampire. I beg. He's a vampire. Vampire ni. Murphy says, oh God, stop saying nonsense. So you believe Phoenix. Tijani says, you have started abusing him because God protect us from him by causing havoc in our country. How does he want to cause havoc? God protected you from Donald Trump. I mean, you should be praying that God should protect you from the hyenas of leaders that we have in this country. You are saying God saved you from Donald Trump. You don't even know what you are saying. You don't even know the shaggy way I go see if Tinubu enters for second term. Shaggy Pro Max. And they will be doing it without remorse. Yesterday I heard that the man borrowed money again. It's just they borrow money. The basically our generation go pay. no be for here. Tis well. My listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.